My name is Bayan Zhandosova. I'm a mother and a grandmother. Besides, I'm a chairperson of Shymkent City Council of Women.
Shymkent қалалық әйелдер кеңесінің төрайымы.
Although I reached retirement age in 2013, I kept working under an employment contract for another year. A year later, I became an advisor at the City National Education Department. I was offered to take on social work in 2016.
Негізі қоғамдық жұмысқа шақырғанда
Actually, when I was offered to do social work, my candidacy had to be supported by Republican authorities. When I came there for the first time, I didn't agree, but then I met Nina Amirovna Kayupova, chairperson of Women's Council there.
әйелдер кеңесінің төрайымы. 80-ге келіп қалған
You know, when I saw that woman who was almost 80, running like a girl in high heels, I couldn't take my eyes off her. She motivated me.
ол кісі менің мотиваторым болды да. Кейін
After meeting her, I agreed to work there.
2016
As a result, I've been the Women's Council chairperson since 2016.
енді біз өзіміз төрт бақытты
Our work moves in four directions. We find our work interesting. The first direction is work with women because our society lacks active women. We do preparatory work with them. The second one is women's health protection. The third is work with young people, and the fourth is charity work. It's very interesting to work in these four main directions. As for the charity work, we work with orphans and help families that have found themselves in difficult situations. I feel happy at such moments because I've helped a family or a child.
бір бақытты сезінемін
We shouldn't forget that children are our future.
басына бір балаларға көмектескеніме өйткені біздің олар келешегіміз қасымыздағы жақсы
I believe that a good person must help other people they see nearby.
осындай адамдар көп болса
If there were more such people in our society, there would be less people encountering difficult situations.
адамдар аз болатын еді. Енді біз былай қарағанда
In general, 50 women work in our organization. 20 of them are at retirement age, and they are the ones who do a lot of charity work together with young people.
қайырымдылық жұмыс өте
It's very interesting, and I like it so much because we help people.
ұнайды. Өйткені біз елге көмектесіп жүрміз. Үйде отырып қалсақ деп ойлаймын да.
If I stayed at home all the time, I'd be only a mother and a grandmother. I think that any person is able to help society. I believe that as long as I have such an opportunity, I should provide help.
Я, конечно, восхищаюсь ею.
Of course, I admire her as a woman and as a person who, how should I say it? She didn't stop after retirement. She acts and wants to be useful. She wants to be active and quite manages it. Most importantly, she leads a lot of people. I spent 40 years working in educational sphere, which was a government job. This work is really measured, and everything is done in the same way there, while community work means meeting people.
есімде жүре береді.
When you're engaged in charity, you help people and meet young people who you learn a lot from.
Істегенде әрбір отбасына көмектескенде немесе жаңа жастармен кездесу. Жастар мені көбіне үйретті.
There are young people from Pechakucha Shymkent. When they invited me, I didn't even know what Pechakucha Shymkent meant. I didn't understand it. I came to them and I asked what it was. It turned out very interesting, and I learned a lot from them.
20 слайдты көрсетесіздер.
Bayan Aybekovna, you have 6 minutes. You have to show 20 slides and describe your work within 6 minutes, they said to me. I did show all the 20 slides within 6 minutes. I learned it from those guys. After that, I saw a volunteer girl on KTK TV channel. She visited me, gathered clothes and other things, and then gave them to poor people.
Отбасыларына киімді тарату. И маған бір ой келді.
An idea to open a similar shop in Shymkent occurred to me. I opened 4 such stalls in 4 districts and schools.
Магазиндер аштым.
There are social workers who participated in it. working in purchase for thank you shops. We helped 1,430 families within a month. I asked my colleagues from educational sphere to gather clean clothes. I said that children could collect clothes the same way they had found paper for recycling before. They had to collect clean children's clothes because children grow up quickly. Some didn't even wear certain clothes at all since they had grown out of them, and clean clothes remained almost new. I initiated opening such shops in 5 or 6 districts. We also call them social shops. After that, I gave my stalls to these social shops. I'm a member of a board of trustees of an orphanage. We help the orphanage too.
Кеңесінің мүшесімін. Сол жерде де мен жаңағы балалар үйіне көп көмек бердік.
MP Aysina initiated opening a deposit account for each child.
Әр балаға депозиттік карточка ашу. Сонда жаңағы мен соттар олар жаңағы.
They take out loans and have affiliated organizations. They've opened deposit accounts for 93 children.
Депутатымыз 3 карта ашу.
The MP opened 3 accounts for kids on her own. As a result, they got 96 bank cards and money was transferred to the accounts. We organized fairs in Tasai Nursing Home and Koksagak Foster Home. Kids made handmade articles and we sold them. We saved 1.5 million tenge and bought a gazelle car for the nursing home. Every time we ask what they need, businessmen provide help.
Әрқашан сұраймыз да не керек деп. Сонда кәсіпкерлер көмектеседі. Оларға жаңағы
Once disabled kids needed special dance wheelchairs, and we managed to purchase 4 of such wheelchairs.
сонда 4 коляска алып бердік. Сонда жаңағы әр адамға
People will never refuse to help you if you explain what their help is needed for and show the result of your work.
адамдар ешқашан да жоқ деп айтпайды.
I personally launched 2 projects. Successful Meeting on Wednesday is one of them. I invited mayors, entrepreneurs, and MPs to participate in this program as speakers. They address children, students, and graduates. I aim at establishing relationship with them to help these children get work. For example, an entrepreneur or MP can help do it. Once an MP said, "I'm tired of your graduates. They say they need work all the time. Help them. You are in a position to do it," I said. Yesterday, I was invited to Onirge project as a partner. We gave vouchers and certificates to 17 families. If only you could see how happy those children were. When I see their happy eyes, I feel happy too, because when you see children's happy faces, you feel happy too. Maybe it's the reason why I want to help families placed in difficult situation. Thanks to their positive emotions, you get a desire to do something. Since childhood, I've liked helping neighbors, children. Now showing kindness and helping everyone is my creed. Kazakhs say that a good person should do good deeds. Although I don't claim that I'm a very good person, I want to help people. If you do good, it's repaid with good. People remember it. Do good, and it will be done to you too.
Жақсылық істесе, жақсылығың алдына келеді да, бірақ оны санамау керек.
However, it isn't necessary to shout everywhere about it. When I go to a nursing home, I am told, "Bayan Aybekovna, this is the gazelle you gave us." But I've already forgotten about it. I tell them, "Oh girls, I've already forgotten about it." You shouldn't say what you've done all the time. Forget what you've done. If you've made children happy, it will make you happy too. Kind things don't have a price. You shouldn't count how many good things you've done. If you do it, you should continue. Unfortunately, there are some people who don't appreciate kindness. I think that everyone should hold their opinion. If you don't know how to do good things and purposefully do evil ones, it's your life and your choice. When I was 18, my mom kept telling me to respect the elders and do my best to become a part of the family I've chosen myself. I married a man from a large family after I graduated from university.
Сіңіп тастай батып дегендей, мен үлкен отбасына институттан кейін тұрмысқа шықтым.
Then I wasn't fluent in Kazakh. Since I had taken that man as my husband, I set myself an aim to become a part of their family, obey my mother's order, prove that she brought me up properly, and achieve my aim.
Сол жерде мен жаңағы жақсы келін болуға өзім мақсат қойдым. Өйткені мен 12 бала отбасына
I became a daughter-in-law in a family that had 12 children. Being their daughter-in-law, I learned a lot, and first of all, I did from my mother-in-law. I want to tell young girls to try to be brought up not only by their parents, but learn from their mothers-in-law too. They need to experience it.
қойдың ба, сол мақсатқа жету керек. Мен өзім мақсатымды қойған мұғалім болам деп, сол мен мақсатыма жеттім.
I want to repeat that we should set ourselves a name and try to achieve it. Once I set myself a name to become a teacher, and I fulfilled it. I went through all the stages, became a teacher, then a director of studies, and then a head teacher. A person should set themselves an aim and achieve it. At the same time, they mustn't forget about their family and children. Now I have grandchildren. I keep telling my daughters to respect themselves, motivate themselves, and if they're healthy enough and be able to do it, good, do it. I want to tell others, especially young people, the same. I don't regret anything or grumble about life. It's my destiny, and I shape it myself. I believe that I've become master of my own destiny on my own. I'm a happy woman because I'm in control of my own destiny. I don't blame anyone. I wanted to receive education, and I did it. I wanted to graduate, and I did it. I wanted to become a professional, and I did it. Everything depends on ourselves. According to research, centenarians are characterized as people doing heightened social activity. These people do not concentrate only on their family. They try to help society, which is why we can say that communication and activity are highly beneficial to our brain. Although I lost my two sons, I didn't lose my way in life because my husband and daughter were with me. I had 4 grandchildren and had no right to lose my way. My grandchildren became the meaning of my life. I keep living. I keep living for the sake of my children, my daughter, and my grandchildren. I have 4 grandchildren who were my 2 sons' kids. 2 of them were honor students when studying at school. They got education grants. My eldest grandson has already graduated from university, while the youngest is a second-year student. My life goes on. It's my destiny. I was destined to live through it, which is why I don't want to sit idly by. Life is beautiful. You shouldn't regret what you were destined to do. You need to keep living and strive after something because your family, your little kids, grandchildren, relatives, and close people depend on you. You should love people, do good, and shape your destiny. Every morning I wake up, I go outside, look at the sky and say, what a happy life I have. I'm healthy and rich. Thank God I can wake up in the morning and be grateful for it.